Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For a radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad you all could be with us. Also, tune in to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. For a lot of you all, you're getting ready for summer, which means you're looking for books to be able to add to your summer reading list. Whether you're young or young at heart, I think our next guest has a book you definitely want to be able to add to your list for this year. We're excited to welcome Lydia C. Rivera to our broadcast today. She's wrote a book that I had a chance to read and really enjoyed. It's called I Absolutely Positively Love My Spots. I'm going to talk to Lydia not only about the writing of the book, but also what it's been like for her to use her platform to be able to not only to raise awareness, but also to let people see themselves and know how important it is for them to feel comfortable in their own skin. If you're just now finding out about the book, of course, we'll let you know how to get your copy. Lydia, thank you again for the time. Really do appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, thank you so much, Cyrus, for having me. Glad to be on.
Hey, the pleasure is definitely all mine. I really enjoyed this book. I think there's so many great messages in here, but I want to talk about for you personally, because I know a lot of people got to know you for your work as a filmmaker. What was it like for you to be able to write these words and to see them brought to life in this book?
Oh, my goodness. It was super exhilarating, and honestly, it was a relief, especially to my inner child. I definitely look at this book as a self-love letter, not only written to myself, but to all children born to stand out. Truly an inspirational book, so super, super excited to share it with the world.
Lydia, I didn't mention it in my introduction, but you also, of course, are a vitiligo advocate, and this book actually kind of showcases, this beautiful girl who has vitiligo. But I love the fact that, as you just said, and as I have been telling people about, this book is really for all of us, because one of the things that you talk about in the book is, for anyone who's ever felt shy or felt not understood or appreciated for who they are in their skin, for them to know who they are and to have that reinforced. How important was that for you to be able to showcase a young girl who has vitiligo, but also to let everyone be able to see themselves in it?
Absolutely. Super important. I mean, I do believe that everyone in the world, whether you have vitiligo or not, we're all different, right? We all have our own differences. And I think it's just such a joy and super liberating to be able to embrace those differences and all of our uniqueness. My hope really was to give something to those children who may feel ashamed or have not yet accepted who they are and all of those beautiful differences that they do have. My goal was truly to get them to begin to accept who they are just the way they are, as well as to promote kindness in the world and allow children to embrace the individual differences, and more importantly, to bring bullying to an end, because what I've noticed is that when children don't know about something, they don't know how to react to it. So very, very important that I was able to write such a beautiful book, especially for our youth, because our youth are the future. And I think it's super important to be able to instill in them something that would positively impact them today and also impact them for tomorrow as well.
Such a great point. And it showcased it in two different ways for me in the book that I think are really powerful, Lydia, I'd love to talk about. One is at home. The young girl we're able to see, she gets that reinforcement at home. But then there's that powerful picture that's brought to life where the young girl is there with her friend, and her friend draws her, holding her hand, and being able to see yourself represented. Talk to us about what that picture was like for you to see, and for of course, to have that support at home, but also to have friends that really do see you as you are.
Yeah, so I think support truly is important. Having this skin condition, vitiligo, it can be emotionally and mentally, it can take a very detrimental toll on you emotionally and mentally. So to have that support from not only your family, but also your friends as well, it really does encourage you and uplifts you and cultivates and promotes that confidence. So I think it is really, really imperative that you surround yourself with people that really do encourage you to be who you are and celebrate with you all of your differences and your uniqueness. And the picture that you talk about in the book, it was so important that I highlighted that, what it looks like to have friends that surround you, that also see you and accept you and embrace your differences as well.
Such a great point. I want to ask you about something personally, Lydia, if you don't mind. I want to read a part from the book and ask you about how this has been able to help you. In the book, you say, so even when I get shy or even when I start to feel doubt, when I need a reminder of what I am all about, my spots make me feel strong enough to face my biggest fears. They show the world I am one of a kind and I am here. What has it been like for you to actually feel seen and appreciated for what you bring to the world?
Oh, my God. It's been super liberating. So I don't know if I can even – it's indescribable, quite honestly, because for so long I lived in the shadow. I lived behind a mask for so long, like not even knowing who I truly was because I was ashamed of who I was, you know. And I didn't really know my worth. I didn't have that courage that you would see in the character in the book today. Like, I didn't have that. So now – to walk in such boldness and to have that courage and the confidence that I now exude, it really, really has been a life changer for me. And then to put this on pen and paper and in this beautiful picture book and this beautiful energetic self-love letter to every reader that reads it, I want the same thing for them, to be able to see themselves for who they are and also to walk in their boldness and have this courage and this confidence to be who they are, accept who they are, so that the world can see them shine, because we all have a light. The world just needs to see that light shine.
For those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome filmmaker and author Lydia C. Rivera to our broadcast today. She's celebrating her brand new book, I Absolutely Positively Love My Spots. We're going to remind you how you can stay connected with Lydia. Another thing I noticed, too, is the tribe you've been able to build around you. How important has that been for you to not only to have a support system, Lydia, but also to be the support system for so many who do feel forgotten or invisible?
Yeah, I mean, community is everything, right? You know, building that community of supporters, to people who see the vision and want to help promote and encourage that vision has been super amazing, especially on this journey of mine. Advocacy work is it's a big thing for me. It truly is, being able to advocate for vitiligo, and now being able to be support for other people. I'm also a confidence coach, and that has been amazing as well, being able to help young girls and women see who they are, embrace who they are, and just become that bold and confident individual that they were created to be. I mean, it's just so important to have that community and to have that support surrounding you. It really does uplift you. We all need that community and support for sure.
Such a great point. What is your hope then, Lydia, when someone picks up the book and reads it, regardless of who they are, of what they may be going through? What do you hope it does for them at the end?
Yeah, so, for every child that is living with vitiligo, as, the little girl in the book has vitiligo, I just want everyone to understand that our skin condition, having vitiligo, it's not who we are, but it's really just something we have. And, it doesn't define necessarily who we are. It's just something that we have. And so for anyone who was born to stand out, and that's everyone, for any child, anyone that reads this book that was born to stand out, the goal is to get them to really embrace their uniqueness, their individuality, accept and love who they are, all of their uniqueness, all of their differences, and realize that there is only one of each person in the world. And that alone is our superpower. And we should exercise that superpower for sure. So really to give inspiration, hope, and truly to promote self-love and confidence within oneself.
That is such a great message. I did a video review for the book on Instagram. I want our audience to check that out, but definitely get your copy of I Absolutely Positively Love My Spots by Lydia C. Rivera. It's available now. Of course, you can get it through our friends at Amazon.com or through your favorite local bookstore if they don't have it. I know they'd be more than happy to be able to order for you. Lydia, really congratulations to you. How can our audience stay connected with you?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. They can visit me on my website, which is Lydia, LYDYAC Rivera.com. I'm also on all the social media outlets, just looking up by my name, Lydia C. Rivera on Instagram, Lydia, LIDYA.C.Rivera, and that's how you can stay connected with me. I would love to hear from everyone. Thank
All right.
you.
Congratulations. Really appreciate you spending some of this time with us.
Yay.
I'm looking forward to our next chat together.
Yes, thank you so much, Cyrus. This was awesome. You were fun. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Thanks as always. Enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live, and let's go make today amazing. Take care.